we normally see going on in here. I got work to do. I don't have time to do it. So I'm gonna do it in front of you motherfuckers. If you will be so inclined. If I'm So if gameplay is what you're looking for today, that's not what you're getting. But we should be able to pop in between example. I can do that. I can do this. I've got all sorts of shit rolling already, but it's not done. And these transitions are cool, and there's neat things we can do with them, but this guy here is a GameStop that I made last night that I could sit behind the counter of, which is pretty hilarious. And I did that by taking Photoshop of a GameStop counter picture. I'm going to get a better one. I'm going to go to my local GameStop, and I'm actually going to film it and cut around the counter like you see here, this fucking counter here. Like as soon as you hit this spot, this is where I cut the layer off. But I'm gonna do that with video so that there are people walking around and stuff and put it on a loop. It should be fucking cool. But that'll be later. I have to go all the way to the GameStop to do that. So this is gonna be my fucking GameStop for now. But we're gonna get a bunch of other backgrounds. I have some libraries of backgrounds that I've had since my days of working for NTTV, which is the college television station. So I've got a lot of sources that I can use for the video, and I haven't even looked through all of them. So I'm looking. We're gonna look through some of these backgrounds and see. If I'm here, the microphone's there. I need to put it on. Every scene needs its own fucking microphone. Goddamn pain in the ass is what it is. All right, let me get my microphone into the desktop. There we go. Now I can talk on the fucking desktop. No, I know it. No audio mic work. It's because each scene needs its own configuration. I'm working with this shit, keeping it organized. It's a fucking mess, but I'm damned and determined to have this shit rolling. When I go through these different transitions, which is fucking sweet, if you ask me, uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna be able to switch seamlessly, but I have to have the mic working on all of them. And there's just gonna be a bunch of that bullshit happening. So this is not gonna be particularly entertaining, but you might see a little bit of insight on how this bullshit works. And I've got, again, there's some buttons on here I ain't pressing because they're hilarious, and I'm gonna be waiting to use them on Byte Binge. Like I can't tell you. I gotta wait. It's gonna have a lot more weight if I use it on Byte Binge first before I show you guys. But I'm gonna go through all these assets I have and see what's any good. And if you guys see an asset that seems legit, just fucking let me know. You know what I mean? And I will put it in there. But we're gonna review some of that. Let's see. I've got the D drive is where I keep all this shit. It's under Twitch scenes, and this is all the shit I've already got. And I've got all these video backgrounds and all these HD motion background loops that I have to look at. And there are some of them that I think are very good to have, and some of them probably not. Let's go back to the desktop display here so I can show you where all this is. So there's the HD motion background loops here. So we're going to go through some of these, and if any of these seem like something I want to use as a background, I'm going to go ahead and program it in there and get it going. Now, keep in mind, this is just the background, so what we could do, we could take things like this and also put like crawls or frames or other shit around. I'm not interested in doing the dumb shit that normal streamers do where they show the top subscriber or whatever the fuck gift subs or some stupid cup. That's not what I'm interested in at all. I want to fucking make it look like I'm in a live newscast or like that I'm at places, and I want it to be somewhat convincing, and I want music too, copyright free music that I can use. And like I have to tell you, I've done some of this already that I'm not going to show you because it's just too hilarious. I want it to have an impact. But let's have a look at some of these fucking things and just see what they are. So this is like a fucking disco thing. That's interesting enough. These are some pretty wild assets. 10 seconds on that one, but they all loop, so they should all be loopable. Oh, wow. That's kind of awesome. That star is... If this meteor wasn't going there, does this loop so that this meteor is constantly in front of me? It does, doesn't it? Because I bet you then it comes back into frame again. Yeah. Dick Cheney does more damage when thrown than a tree Pokemon. I already actually have done... You must be referencing that, because we've already answered that question long ago. That brings me way back. Way the fuck back to when I answered that question before. The explosion transition does not work with the shrimp shit, actually. I mean, I could do it, but right, so the shrimp shit, this is the shrimp shit.
Look at this. This is the most fucking diarrhea shit. This shit sells on the market. My fucking special dish. Look at this shit.
This is the most fucking diarrhea shit.
Everything, you know. Do I have audio on here? I do. Okay. So if I use the fucking explosion transition on the shrimp shit, first of all, I'll wind up getting stuck wherever I'm stuck afterwards, which is fine. This is where I want to be after that. So here's... Okay, I need to go back to the desktop and show you how this works. Okay, here's OBS. It's ridiculous. Welcome to Inception. So I need to go to the transition manager to deal with that, and that's in here. So there's transitions and connections. Right now I have one stinger. It's this explosion. That's the only one I have. I'm working more on backgrounds, but I also can do these. After Effects is the place to do stingers. It takes a while. I could probably get one stinger done today, or I could get several backgrounds done. So I'm going to work on backgrounds for now. But in this connections, this shows which transitions get the explosion. So if I wanted to go, for example, from the Byte Binge PS4 area, which is the main area where Byte Binge and I are broadcasting, I need to make sure that when I go to Shrimp Shit that explosion happens. So I just add this by going from PS4 to the Shrimp Shit. And the Shrimp Shit actually, no, the Shrimp Shit's not its own scene. That's the thing. The Shrimp Shit is a video within a scene. So that's going to be harder to do. I would have to make a new scene for the Shrimp Shit to do this. So actually, all right, let's duplicate.
Look at this. This is the most fucking diarrhea shit. This shit sells on the market. My fucking special dish. Look at this shit.
This is the most fucking diarrhea shit.
So if I go into here,
look at this. This is the most fucking diarrhea shit. This shit sells on the market. My fucking special dish. Look at this shit.
This is the most fucking diarrhea shit.
That's a good thing. Let me go back to the desktop display here. It's gonna put Byte Binge in the corner every time I do that, because the Byte Binge stuff has Byte Binge in it. It's just he has to be connected on Discord in order for that to work. So now we're going to go ahead and do this transition. So into there, into the connections, and we'll put this thing here. I believe that this one is the one I was doing. And I'm going to put explosion as the transition between Bytebinge PS4, which is again the main area I'm working in. I've got the Super Nintendo area too, but all I've got going with the Super Nintendo area is me. So I'll be having to duplicate this for that too. And then I'm going to have to set up a whole PC gaming scene too. And that's going to be a bunch of work. You have to program every fucking transition in there. It's ridiculous. So we're going to put the fucking shrimp shit scene in and done. And then we have to get we got to get out of it too. So we can, I have more than one of these explosions. So I could put a different one on there if I want to. But for now, again, I'm really not worried too much about that. We're going back to Bytebinge PS4, and we're going from the shrimp shit scene. No, other way around. We're going from the shrimp shit to Bytebinge. There we go. So that gets us an explosion going both ways. Now I'm done. So when I hit the shrimp shit scene here,
look at this. This is the most fucking diarrhea shit. This shit sells on the market. My fucking special dish. Look at this shit.
I'm gonna turn the shrimp shit off here. All right, so here we are playing fucking PUBG or whatever.
Look at this. This is the most fucking diarrhea shit. This shit sells on the market. My fucking special dish.
Back to the desktop display. All right, so I have done that on the. It's very tedious, but honestly, it is also simple to a point. The hard part is going into After Effects and making that explosion have transparency around it. That's the part that sucks. But anyway, I can show you how I made this GameStop thing. So this is the GameStop one. The front counter is this layer here. And you can see that I've got the background layer there. But this one's in front of me and the other one isn't. I just cut it in Photoshop. And you can see there's a lot more in this counter than will fit in my area. So I had to cut it off. But that's the kind of shit that I've been fucking working on because I want to be able to fucking pretend and shit. I especially want, though, to be able to pretend I'm a newscaster because that's fucking hilarious. And there are other things in here. There's a lot of secret stuff in there that I've already worked on. But anyway, let's get back to desktop. So what I was doing before was reviewing these fucking backgrounds that I can put on. Because not only are we going to use the background, we're going to put some foreground shit in there too, make it nice. So back to the fucking background. I'm reviewing these backgrounds. So this space one has potential. I don't like that meteor in the way. I do want a star field because, again, I could pretend that we're on the fucking Enterprise or some shit and make it awesome. And let's see what this is. So this looks gay. I'm not going to use this. There's going to be a lot of this stuff that, no offense to gay people, but a lot of this is going to be not worth a whole lot. I can't tell whether or not you guys are seeing me over this stuff or not. You certainly are. Okay. Let's just keep going. Look through some of this shit. If I see, there's the Aurora Borealis. Just can't think of when I would use the Aurora or Borealis. But some of these are just going to hit and they're going to be like, oh shit, I need that. And that's when I'm going to import them in there and then get a button assigned to it, get the scene transitions assigned to it and stuff and get it going. Oh, if this is a supernova, that is a supernova. It's a long supernova though, and it doesn't come in all the way. Come on, fade to yellow, please, all the way yellow, please. Okay, this is usable. It's fucking 15 seconds long, but it is usable. And if I fade our fucking images that are on the cameras to yellow using a color slider at the same time this is happening, it probably will look like we're being engulfed by a supernova. So I'm going to go ahead and just say this is worth importing. So this is 20,110. So I'm just going to add the source as a media source in here and click a new one and then put in the supernova. Super knobs. Put in a supernova in there, and I could definitely fucking do the time stretch. Let me show you how that works actually, Trinio. That's absolutely something I can do. So we're gonna add the source here, and we got a loop. We don't want to loop this one. This is not a loop one. We do not want to restart playback. we do want to show nothing when it ends, and we do want to close it when it's not active. This is important here, this close file when inactive. You've only got so much memory. Now there's two ways you can handle all these assets. You can load them all up into memory, in which case the transitions will be faster. That's something. But it'll also cause some chop. Nobody wants fucking chop. So I'm not dealing with chop. There's the speed slider though, right? So I can actually put that at double speed, and this will take 7 seconds. I think that will actually work. Can I go above 200? No, I can only go to 200. I tried to put 300 in there, and that did not work. So let's find this bitch. It is in the HD motion background loops as the supernova. All right, there it is. And it is indeed faster this way. About 7 seconds. Yeah, that's definitely better. So we're going to put that supernova into our assets. And later we'll be able to control all of that. Oh no, I just put it in the wrong spot. So this desktop display is not where we want that. I'm in the desktop display because I'm showing this to you guys. So this is fucking complicated what I gotta do now. I want to copy this piece of shit and put it into the ByteBinge PS4 place, because this is where everything's going. This is the master scene, so to speak. So, and then I put all of these assets down at the bottom of this because I'm sorry, no, this is not the master scene for this. Well, for this one it is though. The supernova is going to engulf us both. For the most part, what I'm doing is I'm making the solo scene. This one here, this scene right here is where I want most of the backgrounds because it's going to be me doing something. But if it's both of us, then this supernova is going to be both of us. Then we pull it all the way to the bottom. That's where all of our assets like this belong. Because you want them to be in the background, and then I'll show you that again. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? It's got to be even below that. So, huh? No. It does have a pop filter that's not on there right now. I'm not really, why am I popping? Am I popping off? Kind of. When I do an insult ByteBinge, what I plan to do is I plan to transition out, not necessarily with an explosion. I'm going to get other stingers, but that's the only one I have loaded right now. I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to have whatever I mean, I can put other stuff in there, like, should be able to remove everything and put in that there's this guy, I've already got that, and I've got my GameStop and stuff. There's lots of things I can do when I insult him, but I'm going to have some very custom assets to insult him with, like crawls on the bottom and stuff that says that he sucks dick and things like that. That's where we're going with this ultimately. So anyway, I've got to fucking deal with the fact that this stupid asset here is not showing up. Like, that's a problem. So I think that something went wrong. There we go, done. And now we're not seeing this for whatever reason. That's why. Okay, that's why. It's because it's so far back. So we actually want this up higher than this. So there's still something ahead of it. What is blocking the supernova here? Something is. It's there. Okay, that's what we need, actually. I'm stupid. We do need it to restart when the source becomes active because it deactivates itself when it's done, and then it comes back. So we could make this semi-translucent or do some other shit with it, but this is going to be in the ByteBinge one where we're both here. It's going to blow us both up if we're doing that because there's no reason to blow myself up. That Swamp Guts is what I'm trying to recreate here. When we were doing that kind of shit, like we were Like I would do the culture moment or whatever weird thing, and there would be all the extra shit. Like when I did the Pokemon news thing, like that was all a bunch of After Effects transitions and stuff. But I want to be able to do that shit live now. That's the play. That's the play here. So I'm fucking glad you like that, Swamp Guts. We're coming into a new era, an era where I am able to do some really fucked up things to Byte Binge using the magic of video editing. Live. Yes, we're going to do it live. All right, so let's go back and look at some of these other ones. That one was decent. This is, I believe, is The Matrix. No, it's not. It's something else. I don't really. I mean, if I can't find an element of comedy or transition in these things, I'm gonna fucking reject them. So that I don't need that. Some of these are kimoi as fuck too. Do you know what kimoi means? If you don't know what kimoi means, it's like it's disgusting and related to fucking perversion in a little way. Like I could put Byte Binge into some pretty shitty situations. Nah, like I could like superimpose him on this shit. that could be done. That's kimoi. That's what kimoi means. But right now I'm just looking for the really standout ones that are absolutely ones that we can't live without. Yep, don't need that. This is worthless. This is what you gotta do. You gotta go through your asset library and see if there's anything useful there. I can't see a use for that. This looks interesting. Okay, this is like that Kimoi one, except for it's green instead of pink. Again, don't know what I would use this for, but it's there. And we've looked at that one. Not that great. Oh, we got another American flag one. Good, because the American flag one I have is kind of fucked up. I'll show you it, but what happens is it freezes, so I'm probably going to replace my flag with this one. So, this might be useful. Red curtain's always good to have. The thing is, I would want the curtain to come down on Byte Binge and then shut his microphone off. I don't know if that's possible using this one, but yeah, the thing I want to avoid copyright problems. So this is all like paid for. It's royalty free. It's stuff I had from college, and most of it's made by me. And the music, for example, when I do this here, if I can do it, if that's even possible. Let's see if I can blow myself up. We're not doing that. I think that I shut the anthem off. I'm pretty certain. Yes, I did. Okay. So we need that anthem and that flag, but we need the new asset because that asset is garbage. You saw how that flag stopped waving. So let me look at this one and see if this is a decent asset. Oh, that's better. That's better, and it's nice and smooth. There's no stopping there. Because when I want to give a speech about America, that's what I want. I want that banner playing, and I want that fucking flag behind me. And then I can talk about how I have the right to call Byte Binge a bitch because of the fucking First Amendment. Oh, sorry. That's true. It's complicated dealing with all these fucking transitions. Get off of my fucking screen. Like, until they're programmed exactly right, it's a fucking mess. But again, you don't get there where it's exactly right until you do all this shit. So anyway, I've got to get out of this scene to do what I need to do with this flag. So I'm getting it to the Byte Binge PS4 scene again, which I have to turn this shitty supernova off. And then on here, I've got the flag asset somewhere. It's actually on this one, sorry. God, Okay, the flag asset's here. This is the flag asset without the banner playing, and it will freeze. So we're going to get rid of this flag asset, and we're going to replace it with another one. So, and I have to be in this scene to do that. So I can't show you my screen right now while I'm doing it because I have to be in the scene that I'm changing it to. So I add this fucking flag in there. Media source, and then new source, and call it the better flag, and add it, and then pop in my flag. There it is. And then we need to take the flag and pop it behind me where it belongs. And then we have to link this flag. This one's not freezing at all. This is dope. That is fucking so patriotic. We need that thing. We need that thing to loop. Let's see if it loops. If this thing loops, we're in business. Then we're in business. This is definitely worth having as a background, though. Definitely. And it's a far better flag than that other fucking piece of shit flag that I had. This is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. That's not a good loop, but it'll work. I don't give a shit. It does. It's got texture coming right out the ass. It's old glory, you know what I mean? All right, let's turn that off. And we're going to have to change now I'm going to go back to the desktop display and show in the Stream Deck, which is here. In the Stream Deck, I've got all this shit configurable, and in there I've got the flag, and I've got this action. So I change the scene, or I don't change the scene. I add the flag, I add the Star Spangled Banner. What I really need to also do is have a scene change in there as well. So under Streamlabs OBS, I'm pulling the scene in here. I'm putting it up to the top. So I've got this scene. The first thing it does is it changes me over to solo me, because I'm the only one going to be talking in front of that fucking flag. I mean, I might be able to set Bytebinge up if he gets a screen, but I'm not doing any work for him until he gets his shit together. And then we're going to, so this one's the scene. Switch. So that gets that. And then instead of this being the flag, I'm going to make this the better flag here. And then I've got the Star Spangled Banner that shall play. And then I also want in my off button, so I've got this off button. This off button turns off all of my sources so that I don't have too many things running at the same time. So I'm going to turn off that new flag instead of the old flag. So I've got this flag being deactivated here. We're going to deactivate the better flag. And then I believe I need to, there's the Star Spangled Banner deactivation. So I can shut that off too. And that way I don't have to sit there and deal with more Star Spangled Banner than I have to. So out, and now if I push the flag button, I should transition immediately to the flag with the Star Spangled. Push this button here, and it should shut it all down. And now I've got nothing behind me at the moment. If I push this button here instead, I'm going to go right back to PS4 mode where I'm going to have my game playing and Bytebinge over there. So, sound is bananas over... Oh, is it too loud? That's good to know. Let me fucking adjust that. So, I go right into this fucking... I can't show you, unfortunately, because I've got to do it here. God, that is bananas. Okay. Let's see if we can... Let's fucking do some balancing here. Alright, so I see my voice is right there on the edge of yellow. Let's get this right behind it. This should be better. Thank you for your fucking input. A lot of shit needs to be configured to make this shit right, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Alright, shut this off. Back to the desktop. I want to go to my desktop. There we go. So, there we have the desktop. Yeah, everything needs to be adjusted, and every little detail like that needs to be done. Otherwise, it's going to end up being ass. That's the fucking way. It's a lot of work to set this up, but God, I can't fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait to use this shit, especially in the context of calling Byte Binge a bitch. It really does all come down to that. So, tiny bit lower even than it was. All right, I can go ahead and quickly adjust that. One more here. Yeah. There we go. Can you hear it compared to my voice? Is it balanced? Are we balanced with Stars and Stripes and Spitch? What? Do I need to go lower or higher? You guys just want to see me fucking sitting here while the fucking Star Spangled Banner plays. All right, we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it right here. Let's shut it down. Let's go back to the desktop. All right, so we fixed the Star Spangled Banner scene. That thing is way better. Let's go back to our assets. We didn't. Oh, fire! Oh, that is dope. Is it transparent? This is the main question here, and if it's not, I have to set a transparency on this fire on the black. Because, I mean, I can make him burn in hell, and that is a beautiful thing. All right, so this is an absolute must-have. Let's go to me. I'm going to burn myself this time instead of burning him, although this asset needs to be everything. This bum solo thing, what we're going to do is we're going to take everything I programmed for myself and we're just going to duplicate it over to his ass. So let's get the flames in here and see what I can do with it. Let's see how good we can make this. I'm sorry I can't show you me getting the media source and all that, but you've seen it before. New source, add source, media source. We're going to call it fire. And add it. Browse it. Now, this should probably overlap me right now. I'm guessing that I'm not going to be able to be over it. No, I love the smoke here. That's awesome. And we do want this looping. And close it when inactive. And that's a little bit... There we go. I like this better. So I am going to make it a faster fire because, I mean, fire, honestly, is much faster than what they were giving. And that is a pretty poor loop, but I wish it was looping perfectly. But let's get this thing so that it's burning me. That's what I want. So I need to set some sort of transparency on this thing. I think I can do it here. I'm pretty sure. Let's pull this backwards. It's in the background. But I want it to actually be in the foreground, not the background. So let me... it was in the right spot before. My bad. I'm going to bring it back. This just makes it look like it's burning behind me. That's not good enough. Let's do some filtration on this. I wish I could configure this while I'm showing... I wish I could show this, but it won't let me do it in the scene. It's just this fucked up thing. All right, so I'm adding a chroma on this, a chroma key on black, and it's going to be, the key color is going to be custom, and I'm going to set it to black, and I'm going to bring it back. Okay. I'm on fire. That it did work. It did work. I am on fire. I don't know if it's better or not. We can do... Let's just see how much fire we can get. That's pretty decent. It's close. All right, we want the fire to be opaque a little bit. We can, well, no, we don't really want opaque fire. Is it blurry? Really? It doesn't look blurry for me. If I squish it down, then it'll be like this. It'll look like I'm burning someone at the stake. but then there's this outside of it. Now I could put another background as well on this so that there's a couple layers. Like I could like get hell in the background. That's what I'm thinking. Get hell back there. I think squishing it this way is probably the way to go. Like you can't, it won't let you squish it in a way that doesn't keep the aspect ratio right now. So what I could do is this. That I can do. And maybe this. That's so big though. I don't know. It's interesting. It's certainly interesting. Yeah. It should be end to end. I don't know if I can stretch this or not, if they'll allow that. But anyway, for now, we've got this fire asset. This is decent. I need a sound effect to go with this. I need the sound of fire burning as well, because it's not good enough just to have fire. We gotta fucking have fire with the sound of burning and possibly screaming people. Like, again, the sky's the limit with this. Now, this fire goes off the edge here, which kind of looks like shit, too. So, having it... fuck. Seriously. Having it be actually full, there is an advantage to that. Because then it will not... It'll look like it's going off the fucking screen. Anyway, don't underestimate the value of... It's in my face, though. The value of this once we get the hell background going. So, and it definitely needs crackles and pops, for sure. God damn. I was out of focus for a second there. So, let's turn that off. And we need a hellscape. I bet there is a hellscape in here. I know there's some crazy shit in here. There's some crazy religious shit. And... what the fuck is this? That is definitely not what I thought it was. Alright. But if we can get a hellscape as well... This is just a sunset, I think. That's more like a heavenscape than a hellscape, but... we could preach. Alright, I need to show what I'm doing. Hold on. Desktop, please. Okay. Here, right here, this has some potential. I would have to add echo to my voice and make it like I'm a televangelist or something, but that's got potential. Got a bunch of welcome garbage. What's this? Oh, more religious greatness going on here. God, the time flies when I do this. Unbelievable. But I don't see any hellscapes in here. What the fuck is that? I think this is the same. Oh, wow. They've really loaded it up. They loaded it up. I don't see any Hindu shit in this fucking, in this asset library. There's no balance. Jesus saves. All right, let's see here. What are you? I don't think this is a hellscape. It's just a bunch of fucking lines. I'm pretty sure that when it comes to hellscapes, that we are going to have to go to Google and find a hellscape. Let's do it. It'll be a static image for now. It'd be better if there was like a video, people stabbing each other and shit in the background and screaming. Oh, where's Google? Would it be under C? No, it's under G. That's pretty good. This is pretty good too. Let's have a look at this thing. That's fairly hellish. What does this one look like? It would be great if the fucking lava would flow. That would be fucking dope. But I have to find something like that in order for that to work. Let's see what this looks like with the fire and shit. So I'm putting this in my image backgrounds here. I thought I copied that. We're gonna save this fucking image here instead as Hellscape. Bam. Into Twitch we go. All right, back to my solo thing. Let's add this Hellscape. You got to be careful when it comes to Twitch copyright. The way that they DCM you is usually based on audio, and they certainly aren't going to take an image like this and flag it. And also, this is public domain anyway because Google has it. This is not the actual source image. This is Google's archived image, and you can also set Google's image search, which I have, to public domain only. So I'm not worried about that. There's plenty of them. Okay, there's the Hellscape. It needs to be in the back. Center that bitch like this. And slap the fire on. Now it's still looking a little shitty. We can do 2 of these fires. Here's what needs to be done. All right, I've figured it out. That's what we need to do here. We need to do this. And then we need to duplicate this hoe. So now I have a second fire. It's looking better. It's looking better. I could definitely layer it or whatever, but that's better. I'm somewhat satisfied with this as it is. I certainly do look like I'm burning in a hellscape of some kind. I think we could get a better background than this, but whatever. That's a fucking hellscape. So it's something. I'm just going to keep them coming, and we can refine them and improve them as we go. Right now, I'm mostly trying to just gain a sense of what assets I have and what I need to get. What the fuck is this? Oh, I need this in my life so badly. Oh, this is so good. Oh, let us please get that right now, and let us chroma the black. Oh, I need to make it so that when the follow box goes for donations, that shit just rains down. It just fucking rains down hard. That is what I need. There needs to be sounds of money too. Okay, let's get the money in there. I need it. So we're going to add the money, and we're adding it right to this. So I should be able to do that with this fucking media source here. Once again, I can't believe this is such a good one. I'm going to put money, I'm adding the source, going to the file, I'm going to find the money, it should be green, if this is the money, there's the money right there, and we want to close it when it's inactive, and we do want to loop it, and done. And now from this point we have to go in and filter it, and we need to add a chroma key. and then we take that chroma key and we set the color to custom. Click on this guy here, click on the black color, and done. And then go back to money, go to the filter, which should already be established. Let's change the similarity here. And we're gonna need to, what the hell? Okay. I shouldn't be part of the chroma. It should just be the money that's getting chromed. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, it's because... Let's go with a 4 here. Getting better. I don't think we need a loop after all with this. It just needs to come down and finish. There's clearness throughout this money, though. There's definitely... We need color spill reduction, perhaps. That'll make it greener. We're getting there. And we should make it faster. Oh my god, I'm still all fucking staticky looking. What do I do with this fucking money? Is that my static looking because of my chroma? It isn't. It's definitely because of this money. Make this faster. Yeah, see how it's faster now? Fucking A. Okay, whoa, I almost had it. There's like this perfect balance in there where you get the money to not be see-through and I'm not fucking chrome it out. 7 the right setting? Nope. Now I've got static at 7. Is 8 the right setting? I'm still staticky. 9? 9's the right setting there. With smoothness, that's still gonna have some crispy crunch. See, it's a fickle bitch fucking configuring all this shit. There's so much involved. There really is. Let's make it faster. If it's faster, people won't notice as much that there are holes in the money. It is definitely the money. It's not me. 100% it's the money. Because I'm chroming the money. I'm already perfectly chromed because I fixed that. So now I gotta go into the money. Let's make it faster. It is faster already. That's not good. So the original speed of the money is this. This is the original speed that the money is played at. And we could play it in the most slow manner possible. And we want that as fast as possible. I wish it would just like fucking dump down on me and be done. That last dollar with that fucking hole in it and stuff. Still, it's money. It's money. We can possibly use it. I'm gonna have to fucking dial that in. Worth having. Worth having. Alright, shut the money off. What else we got in here? Into the Nebula. This is like the Slamfest intro here. It reminds me of that. We did use some of these assets on Slamfest. You are that old of a fucking... If you're that old of a viewer, you'll remember Slamfest. Some of these were used in that. What the fuck? I definitely don't need this. What is with the... Is this Noah's Ark? Is that what this is supposed to be? Fucking bullshit. Oh shit. I'm fucking flying. I don't want to set up a fan or do any of that crap. I'm gonna get sick. So that's the Superman thing. I could use that, but I'm not going to. There's some nice seltzer grape juice. These all look just like backgrounds here. I don't know what this is. And I've got every asset that there is, I'm looking at from the perspective of, can I make the black transparent, and will it be better that way as well? Because you definitely can do stuff like that. What's this? This I haven't seen. This is an analysis. So I could stick what I'm scanning, the target, into here. And that would allow me to scan it. I could be like, and it could come up with some fucking results, which I could also program in there. And of course, you know the result is going to be that Byte Binge is a bitch. So we must bring in this asset. This one's worth having. This is a scan. So that's going to be 88888 1148. Dial it in. Put that fucking asset down. It's a media source. Oh yeah, this is gonna be like CSI up in this bitch. Can I loop this? So I just gotta program it so that my target shows up here, whatever that is, and then that I get a result at the end down here. And the result has to be a totally insulting thing. Will be perfect. All right, so that's that. Shut that bitch off. What in the hell? Garbo. Ugh. God, that's cheesy. This looks like there's something going on with it more than it. Oh, it's just soda water again. Just more soda water. God, the time flies. It's over. It's fucking over. I barely did anything. But that's what this configuration shit's like. You just fucking sit there, you gain superpowers essentially, but it takes a bunch of fucking time to do it. No, you're not in for that. It's fucking lunch break. Sorry guys, I gotta work. But we got some shit better, right? I mean, what can I do? Right now, this is what I want to get done. I want to do these things. I worked like during quite a bit of the night last night. I didn't broadcast it because my daughter was just running around like a crazy lady all over the place. But we're gonna get this done. I just wanted you to have a taste of what's gonna fucking come to this production, because I want to be able to set the stage of what's going on outside of just the realm of us playing some shit. And I definitely want to use it against Byte Binge. Maybe inspire him to fucking step it up with his setup. And then if he does it, I'll give him all the tools too. And he can push the buttons on me too. We'll see what the fuck happens with that. Have a good fucking